the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Mike Murphy.
Thank you, Charlie. Yes, I am Mike Murphy, host of the Good Neighbor Podcast. We talk to local business owners here in Union, Kentucky, Northern Kentucky, so that you can get to know people as people. More than just a logo on a business card or a logo on the side of a truck or a building. And so the person that I have with me today is Jenny Knecht. Jenny is the owner of Pure Barre. And so, you drive down 42, you see the logo, and you wonder, what is Pure Barre? Well, we're about to find out together. So, Jenny, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And tell us, what is Pure Barre?
So Pure Barre has been a life changer for me, is what I call it. But for anyone else who's never heard of it, it's basically kind of a fusion between yoga and Pilates and ballet. It utilizes different things from each of those movements. And it's a place people can walk into and feel comfortable and not judged and work every muscle in their body. You end up working muscles you didn't even know you had.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that everyone in our community feels the same way about it that I do.
So when I think of Pure Barre, because I've never been, I have no idea what Pure Barre is. I'm finding out, with the rest of the community here. I think of ballet, like the bar,
Right.
And putting your foot up on the bar and stretching and all that stuff. So, is that kind of part of what Pure Barre is?
It's a little bit of it. So I thought the same thing. And when I went for my first time, my sister-in-law actually introduced me to it. She goes to a studio and absolutely loves it. I had lost about 80 pounds, hadn't done any exercise in forever. And I was talking to her and I said, I've got to get started on something. And she said, come to Pure Barre with me, try it. And I thought, dance and ballet is very opposite of who I am.
Right,
I was a basketball player in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do weights and things like that. And I thought, this is not for me. She finally ended up talking me into it. I went the first time, no joke. I left, came home, told my husband that day, we are opening a studio in Union. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
And it just hit on everything I believe in, everything I love about working out.
Okay.
I actually have a degree in exercise and fitness management.
All right.
And always dreamed of doing something in the fitness world, but nothing was the right fit. And I just completely fell in love with it. So like you said, you do utilize the bar, and I utilize it probably too much because a lot of times you use it to modify some of the movements. For example, we did planks.
Okay. I
cannot do a plank. I was recovering from open heart surgery, as a matter of fact. And I thought there is no way I can do that. And the teachers did a great job at showing you how to adapt the movements. So I did those up at the bar. So you can use the bar to tone down some of the movements if they're too difficult for you. You do use it to balance with, hold on to, but you work literally every muscle in your body. And we also utilize weights and bands and an exercise ball, and there's platforms as well. So it utilizes some other equipment as well.
So you just sort of glossed over open heart surgery.
Yeah, I know.
Not a big deal. I had open heart surgery, and then I went to work out. Whatever.
Pretty much.
So let's talk about that.
Okay.
So number one, it's what led to you needing open heart surgery, and then the fact that you can do this type of workout, exercise, whatever, having had open heart surgery. So that tells me that you're probably able to help anybody that wants to come and do their version of a workout. You can help them, correct?
Exactly. And that's what I love so much about it. You see people 8 months pregnant in there. You see marathon runners. I've seen bodybuilders. There's ex-military, you name it.
Okay.
You can be there because of how modifiable the movements are.
All right.
You can make it very difficult, or you can modify it, make it a little bit easier for your level. That's what I love about it. So yes, I turned 50 a year and a half, a little over a year ago.
Okay.
And on my 50th birthday is when I first went to Pure Barre right around that time. Hadn't done exercise in forever, as I mentioned, recovering from open heart surgery.
Yeah.
And I thought, I just don't know if I can do this. And I just walked in there and felt so welcomed and embraced by everyone. People call you by name. It's a very family-oriented atmosphere. It's like you can walk in the door, leave everything else going on in your life behind, and focus on you, which is something so many of us, especially mothers and women, don't do, is we put everyone else first.
Yeah.
Think of everyone else. And it's just a chance for you to focus on you. You can't take care of others unless you take care of yourself.
Yeah. The whole oxygen mask thing that we're taught, take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Yeah.
Exactly.
So the open heart surgery thing, like, was that something that, like, was it like you were born with this, was there like a defect, or like what happened that led to open heart surgery?
I had blood pressure problems since I was in my early 20s and peak condition.
Me too.
As so many of us do.
Yeah.
And it was just a routine screen, and they saw that I had an aortic aneurysm that was big enough that they thought needed to be taken care of. Got it taken care of, and the rest is history. I feel great now.
Okay.
Prompted me to lose a lot of weight. Like I mentioned, I have a degree in exercise fitness management. I was an athlete, but like so many others, got married, put everyone else first, started having children. My husband and I did foster care for many, many years, and forgot about me. Gained a lot of weight, was tired all the time, just didn't feel right. And as I approached 50, I said, you have got to do something with yourself. And that's kind of where the journey started.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's a big, huge thing. I mean, I don't know what that looks like or feels like, but to have that epiphany, that moment where you look in the mirror and you say, something's got to change. We all, I guess, wish that we could change ourselves in various different ways or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, to have that moment where you like really, really honestly, truly say something's got to change. Like, is there a specific day? Like what happened where you said, this has got to change somehow, some way. I've got to change my life, my habits, my everything. What happened?
I don't think it was a specific day, but I'd say my 49th year, I was exhausted all the time. Yeah. Couldn't even go on a walk. The most humiliating moment for me in my life, I think, was going to Kings Island and not being able to fit on one of the rides. Yeah. And I said, this is it. This is not me. Yeah. I need to change this. I have 3 special needs children. I can't take care of them if I'm not healthy. And if I'm not here, who's going to do that? So it kind of happened over a little period of time. Okay. And then the weight loss really sparked me to get moving and pursue exercise again. But I've done every exercise there is, kind of like everyone else, every diet there is, you name it, I have done it, and nothing stuck. And so when I discovered Pure Barre, I knew it would stick. And I that's why I said, we don't have this in our community, and we need it. And I want to share this with everyone else. You
went home to your husband and you said, we're going to start the Pure Barre. It's like, what was it about Pure Barre that made you have that, that moment like, oh my God, this is what I'm going to do with the rest of my life?
I think it was just the whole atmosphere and the fact that I didn't hate doing it. Okay. I've hated just about everything else. Yeah. I leave not feeling good. I can't breathe. Your lungs are hurting and you just don't feel great. I left feeling great, not dying, which, and we don't want to leave a gym and dread going back. And the fact that you walk in and they greeted me by name and they didn't know me. I get that, but I just felt so welcome. The other people in the class that had been going for years came up to me, asked me if it was my first time. It just was so welcoming. And that wasn't a one-time thing. It was every single time after. Okay. There's so many things to motivate you. Like they had a first 10 challenge and being competitive. I said, okay, I got to get the first 10. You get a free pair of socks. And so if you're competitive, it kind of drives you and helps you to stick with it. but it's just something of all the things I've done that I knew I could stick with.
So at that time, were you literally 80 pounds heavier than you are right now?
No, so I had lost the weight going into it, but
Okay.
hadn't done any exercise.
All right.
My body was not toned at all. I was
Mhm.
starting to see some loose skin. And that's when I said, I've got to start toning and working my muscle to kind of, I still want to drop another 20 pounds. And so just to get over that hump,
Mhm.
that was kind of what pushed me to start working out. And then my wonderful sister-in-law who forced me to go.
Shout out to sister-in-law.
Shout out to Bridget Bickle.
Okay, there you go. There you go. All right. Hey, Bridget.
Yes.
All right, cool. So, where was that Pure Barre at? Like,
So that's at the Fort Wright location. That's a different owner.
Okay.
She and I are working closely together to make sure that both of our studios at this point are going to be successful.
Okay.
I've met owners of all different Pure Barres, and they've all been amazing so far.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right. So you mentioned your husband. You mentioned children. Let's talk about that. So what does family life look like for you?
So, well, first of all, my husband is wonderful. I'm a very type A, dominant, controlling kind of person.
Yeah.
And he's like super laid back. I can bring children home, animals home, you name it. And he's
oh my gosh,
building a bedroom or fencing the yard. He just kind of goes with the flow. So when I came home,
he puts up with you.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
When I came home that day and I said, oh my God, that was the best thing I've ever done. I want to open one in Union. He kind of laughed and he said, well, what do we got to do?
Wow,
and then we started looking into it. And that was a several month process of trying to figure out, if we were going to be able to manage it and what that was going to look like. So, but yeah, he has been wonderful. But we have 5 children.
Okay.
My oldest is out of the house. She's in her 20s. She was recently married and has a baby on the way. It'll be our first grandchild.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes. And then my next one just graduated high school.
Okay.
And she still lives in the home. And then we have 3 other children that are oh gosh, isn't it sad? I have to think of their ages.
Hey, that happens. They
12, 13.
They do get older.
Almost 17.
Okay.
So, and they're all still in school. They go to Gray and Ryle.
Yep.
So that's where we're at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very good. I guess when somebody walks into a Pure Barre, okay, what does that look like and feel like? They just hear like, okay, Pure Barre is kind of cool. This sounds kind of cool. And my friend goes here, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like, when you walk in, what are you met with? What happens?
Right. So you make an appointment to come in.
Okay.
We offer a class called Engage, and it's a trial class. It's a little bit of a shortened version. There's 4 different formats that Pure Barre offers.
Okay.
And that Engage class gives you a little taste of all 4 formats to see if it's something you'd be interested in, if you think you want to join. So after that, we have one of our sales team that would kind of talk you through the options of joining. When you come in, we're going to know your name. We'll have been talking to you before that moment. So It's a super welcoming atmosphere when you come in.
So you know everyone's name,
yeah,
but they don't wear name tags, right?
I know.
So that's kind of cool that you take the time to really know them.
Right.
Not just their name, but
exactly.
like what their, I guess, history is and like what their goals are.
Right.
In terms of fitness and whatnot.
Right. And just in this whole process of doing pre-sales, we're already pushing about 200 members.
Wow.
And there's so many that I've connected with already just through phone calls and text and getting to know their story. And we really take ownership and getting to know people. And I think that's one of the things that sets us apart from other places is every person means something. And we want you to come in and we want to ask you, oh, how's your dog doing? I know they had surgery recently, or your daughter's getting married. How's that? We want you to be a part of the Pure Barre family. Okay.
So I've driven past your place multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I peek in the window and I see there's, building going on. There's a bunch of, metal posts and I don't see walls. I mean, I see progress,
Yes.
but I don't see that you're ready to open tomorrow. So, what is the projected open date?
So our general contractor has given us a date of around October 13th.
Okay.
We are hoping nothing goes wrong and that will be an accurate date.
Mhm.
We do have the foundation walls up, and they're working on the wiring right now for electric. And then I think everything else is going to move pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So I think we're past that difficult part of getting permits and that kind of thing, which takes the longest. But my plan will be to continue giving updates to everyone and posting on social media pictures of the progress and that kind of thing.
Okay, good. Was there anything like, it's one thing to walk out of a Pure Barre and go home and tell your husband, we need to start one in Union.
Yes.
But the reality is different, I'm sure. Like, there are hoops you have to jump through. There's all sorts of things that have to take place. Was there anything that you were like, wow, this is really harder than I thought it was going to be? Like, what did the process look like for you?
Well, we're almost, I guess we bought into the franchise almost a year ago.
Okay.
So that's how long this whole process has been up till now.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what we didn't know, to be honest. My husband and I had never owned a business before. Mm-hmm. We kind of went in with some blind faith, but the franchise owner is called Exponential. Okay. They own multiple different companies, and they have been absolutely fantastic. They have guided us step by step. We have 5 phone calls a week with different teams telling us everything we need to do. I say it's like a paint by number process, which is exactly what I need. Yeah. They're successful, and so we follow what they tell us to do. I think the biggest surprise is what the teachers go through in training. So I've hired a lead teacher. She's got tons of experience with Pure Barre, and she's been helping hire new people. Okay. My plan was to teach at some point until I found out how extensive the training was. And I said, I'm going to not do that quite yet. I want to get a little more time under my belt. But those teachers go through extremely extensive training. I'm talking 100 hours in the studio preparing. They learn anatomy and physiology. They learn everything about how the body works and why the movements work the way they do. It's a very choreographed class pattern. Excuse me. It's the detail that goes into it and the planning is why it's so successful, which I didn't know when I was taking classes. Yeah. You don't realize how they're trained, but it's just been phenomenal to watch. And we've had several go through the training successfully, and they're just so excited to get in that studio and share what they've learned.
Are there different levels Pure Barre? Like at Pure Barre, are you sort of like a beginner? Are you advanced? Like, what's that look like?
So every teacher learns, it's our classic format first. So they're all certified in classic. And I mentioned there were 4 formats total. So they have to get a separate certification in each format. Okay. So like our lead teacher is certified in all 4 of those formats. The goal will be to get everyone certified, but they have to have so much experience before getting into that next level of training.
So you hired the one person who's sort of like, I guess like you're really leaning hard into her and helping, like, but are you looking to hire anybody else? What?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So it's very clever. We call our desk staff bartenders, BARRE. I love that. Yeah. So we'll be hiring that staff. I do have a sales manager. Her name's Paige Montel. She's been doing just about everything behind the scenes. Anybody who's been a prospect or joined has had contact with her. She's awesome. I do have a couple of teachers who used to teach Pure Barre, but for whatever reason went a different direction. And now that we have something in Union, they are coming back to teach. So they're going to have some extra certifications under their belts, just so we can offer enough of the class formats for everybody.
Okay.
But I will continue to be hiring all positions.
All right. So you lost a lot of weight.
I did.
So how do you maintain your current weight?
Honestly, it's just a lifestyle change, which I didn't get until I turned 50, honestly.
Yeah.
We've all tried everything. I swear I've literally, you name it, I have done it. And it just took me realizing that I wasn't on a diet, that I was changing how I view food. I would consider myself a food addict, to be honest. And I think I've just gotten a handle on that. And I feel so great how I am now that I will never go backwards. Never.
Okay. Were you a carb addict?
Oh my gosh. Holy cow, yes.
Yeah. Because I think most of us, anybody who's watching this, I mean, most people, I mean, carbs are, it's like yum, yum, yum. You know,
it is. And it's an addiction like any other. And I truly do believe that.
Okay.
I really do.
How do people kick that habit? It's like, well, what do you have to do to?
Not being a professional in that field, I
guess just
as a personal.
Yeah, if I'm asking a friend.
Honestly, as a friend,
yeah.
For me, it's eliminating it all for a short time to kind of detox.
Yeah.
And then gradually adding back in the good carbs is
kind
of what worked for me.
Okay.
But I'm a candy addict, and I don't deprive myself anymore of anything.
Yeah.
But I've learned how instead of eating the entire bag of jelly beans, I'll eat 5.
Okay.
So it's moderation.
Okay.
And when you start seeing results in your body, it pushes you to keep going. I think it took me, I'd say about 10 classes of doing Pure Barre when I really started seeing some definition, and it just pushes you to keep going. Okay. But if if you're doing something and you don't see results, what's going to motivate you to keep going?
Yeah.
You got to find the right fit for you to be able to progress.
How long did it take you to lose that amount of weight?
It was a little over a year.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do, like I said, I've been maintaining for quite a few months, and I do want to drop some more. So I'm hoping once we get that studio opened, that's going to help.
Okay. So there are people who are going to watch this and they're like, okay, I need help.
Yeah.
Everybody needs different levels of help. Everyone's sort of just on their own different journey or whatever, but they can come to Pure Barre and fit in, in terms of whatever they need.
Right.
You're going to be able to just sort of help them with their own personal journey. And you have walked the walk.
I have walked the walk. Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? Having talked to so many people, we've had pushing 1,000 people that have expressed interest. And I hear the same story over and over. I'm out of shape. Some say I'm getting older. I'm kind of embarrassed to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Talk me into it. And I just, I think you got to try it. See it to believe it is what I say. Mm-hmm. But there are so many in that same situation. And I'm really looking to try to come up with some kind of a class idea where everybody in that class is a first timer.
Yeah.
Everyone's afraid, so that you feel a little more comfortable. So we are working on some things behind the scenes to help those people that are a little nervous about joining, because it is scary to start something new that you're not sure what it is.
Yeah.
Is it going to be for you? But I just can't imagine this not being for anybody. Now, we don't have a lot of men. However, I hope to change that.
Okay.
It's funny because my primary care doctor is very familiar with Barre, and he jokingly said, the men think, oh, that's going to be super easy. It's not for me. He said, I took a class and I about died. I think men don't realize, you work muscles you didn't even realize you had, those little tiny muscles with real small isolated movements.
Yeah.
And they're shocked. My husband had to take a class because we did a training in California where the franchise is.
Okay.
And he fell in love with it. He said, I'm coming. I don't care if I'm the only guy in there.
Okay.
And I have had a few people reach out saying their husbands are interested. So I do hope to get some men coming in.
Okay. How long does a class last?
The classes are 50 minutes.
Okay.
So all the class formats are that amount.
All right. And then you wake up the next day and you're sore.
A little bit, because you're like, whoa, what is that muscle? I didn't know I had that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It is. And it's not that it's minimal work. It's small, isolated, controlled movements. I mean, you feel the shake. There's a lot of lingo that comes with Pure Barre that you learn, like the shake, the tucks, things like that. But it's those small movements really make a difference.
All right.
You really work your core, which is kind of central to everything.
So if somebody's thinking, okay, it sounds kind of cool, I'm not sure it's for me though, like, what do you say to those people?
I'd say come try an engaged class. See what you think. I can't imagine you leaving and not thinking it was wonderful. I really just can't.
Well, good.
But that's the way to get in and see if it's for you. And the Fort Wright owner has been gracious enough to allow union prospects to come try a class at her studio.
Okay.
And so for $15, and which is much cheaper than it would be normal. So that's another option. And there are studios in Cincinnati and other options if someone wanted to try it.
Okay. And what is her name? Let's shout her out.
Tracy Chaplin. She's
Tracy.
amazing.
Okay.
She's the Fort Wright owner.
Yeah. So she's helped you out.
She has.
A bit. Okay.
She's been a great resource.
All right. Well, before we go, there's one thing I want to talk about. You have some special needs children, correct?
Yes.
So, what special needs in terms of what? In terms of how, and how do you help them? And is there any sort of, I guess, like a local cause that kind of helps you help them?
So my husband and I mentioned, did foster care for many, many years. And we mostly took medically fragile infants and then children with behavioral needs. And we ended up adopting 3 of them. My oldest one is 17. He's about to turn 17.
Okay.
He is very well known in the community. He loves to shop at Kroger. He is a trip.
Okay.
So he goes to Ryle. He's a senior this year, but he'll stay in until 21.
Okay.
And the school has been absolutely amazing with him. He has cerebral palsy.
Okay.
So he has some physical limitations. He is mobile. His language is delayed. He's low IQ, but he is, he was born 2 pounds to a drug addicted mother.
Okay.
And he was not supposed to survive. We were told he would probably never walk, never eat on his own. Well, let me tell you, this kid runs track at Ryle. He went to state the last few years. He is a miracle child. He is so much fun. So I did tell him I want him sitting at the desk at Pure Barre. He's going to get a job there. Yeah. So everyone can meet Keegan. Okay. So I do. He is on the Michelle P. waiver. I'm not sure if people are familiar with that, but it's a government assistance where he gets one-on-one care pretty much around the clock. So we have, that's how I met Paige, who's my sales manager. She actually was a caregiver for him. So that's a major resource. And then I have a daughter with cerebral palsy as well. And she's a 7th grader at Gray. Her name's Stephanie. Okay. She is almost 13. And she also is low IQ and has pretty significant behavioral problems. Okay. And we're working on getting her on that waiver as well. And then my 3rd son, he actually goes to Ackerman. He is in 8th grade and he is 13. He'll be 14 this year. And we deal with some behavioral issues with him as well. Okay. So yes, but I do feel like we are plugged into some really good resources. Yeah. But there's always the need for more, of course. Okay.
So you have a lot going on.
I do have a lot going on, but I have a lot of help, a lot of family.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
And I think just having more eyes and ears on what you have happening within your family life and your business life, I think, how could people not want to support you?
I mean, seriously.
Right. Exactly, right. I just met you like literally like a half hour ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am very impressed by you.
Are you joining Pure Barre?
Well, ask my wife.
You're going to come. I mean, both of you. Come on. Yeah. I do. That's another thing I really want to do is make, because we have so many women that have joined. Yeah. Bring your spouse day or bring your husband or boyfriend or significant other or whatever. So I expect to see you there.
Yeah. There's one thing that I lack in my life, and that is discipline. Okay. And that's probably, common amongst men, especially, but I don't know. I mean, do I need Pure Barre? Hell yeah, I do. So, your offer to come and check it out and just see how it goes. Why wouldn't I? And why wouldn't anybody?
Sure.
So,
and we do have pop-up events, which we unfortunately have had 2 that had to be canceled due to weather, but
yeah.
we're planning another one in the next week or so that will be at Union Park, which is outside and it's free. Anybody can come.
All right.
So those are good opportunities too for people to get a trial. We don't have the equipment or the bar, but you still get a feel for what you're going to get out of it.
Okay.
So that's another good opportunity. And we do post that on social media and on our website.
All right. And we'll wake up sore the next morning.
You will wake up a little sore.
Good.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing.
That's how you know it's working.
Right. Exactly.
And that's the other thing is, so my sister-in-law, I don't want to misquote this, but I believe she just hit 500 classes recently. She is a rock star, but she even says it's changed up enough with different kinds of movements that she still feels that way after doing it this long. You don't get used to it because we change it. And so we don't want your body to adapt to the movement. Right. So that's something else I love about it.
So I won't have giant arms and little skinny legs.
No, exactly.
Right. Okay, cool. Good. All right. So we're wrapping this up. Is there anything we haven't talked about that maybe you want to make sure we get to talk about before we sign off?
I know there's a lot of different opportunities coming in Union to work out. Yeah. And I just, no hard feelings to anybody who goes somewhere else, but I think you need to owe it to yourself to try them all. Yeah. See what's the best fit for you. Some things work for you and some don't, but Pure Barre is just one of those things that I feel works for everyone. Yeah. And I just want everyone to have that opportunity.
That's a great point. I mean, choices. I mean, we all want choices.
Right.
And what works for one may not work for another.
That's right.
Okay. But people can come and find their tribe with you.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Okay.
And we do also offer options of doing like class packs or maybe just 8 classes a month instead of the unlimited. So there's, options for everyone if it's not something you want to do full time.
Okay.
But you're going to want to do it full time.
Right. And we're going to walk out of the class and say, I need to start another one in Florence. Or,
That's right. I'm like, Hebron's looking good.
Yeah, right.
They don't have one.
Okay. Well, Hebron's next. All right. I'm going to start one in Hebron. All right. Cool.
No, I'll be your co-owner.
All right, cool.
All right, sweet.
Cool. I want to try a class and just see what it's all about.
Yeah.
And when my wife sees this podcast, she will hold me to that.
That's right. Yeah. You're stuck.
Yeah, I'm stuck. All right, cool. Well, tell you what, this is wrapping up our conversation. I'm glad that I got to talk to you today and introduce the Union community to what you have coming to Union right there on 42. If people want to reach out, do you have a phone number, a URL? I know people can just sort of, drive through Union and look for you, but where are you at? Like, who are your neighbors? What are you nearby that people would be able to find you?
So we are right behind Schlotsky, so you can eat your Cinnabon and then feel guilty and then come work out right after. Yep. But we're taking that whole back side of that building. Okay. And we do have, if you search Pure Barre Union, we should be the first thing that pops up. Yeah. We have Instagram, Facebook. If you like us on that, you'll get all the updates, which we post several times a week. Yeah. And that'll be where we post member achievements, when you hit so many classes or if there's birthdays and things like that. So you can follow us on any of those and go to our website as well.
All right. So when somebody hits, their 50th class, their 100th class, their 500, whatever. Right. Yeah. Yeah. What's the top you've ever seen in terms of?
I've seen 2,000.
Wow.
And, we have bars hanging on the wall. There's 3 tiers and you get to sign the bar when you hit the 50, I believe the 100, the 500. So you get to sign your name on the wall of fame and be up there permanently. Okay. And you get prizes for things as well.
So is there going to be a big banner on the wall that says Mike Murphy's first class?
I will do that just for you. And the best part is So I didn't mention, we also are going to have a little boutique in the front, and we'll be
Oh.
selling some things that you can't get except in Cincinnati, like
Okay.
Lululemon,
right.
different high-end products.
All right.
And when you do the classes, you wear sticky socks, and it becomes
Oh.
an addiction. I have quite a few pairs. They come in every season. They are the best part of Pure Barre.
Okay.
The sticky socks.
All right. I assume like you're talking like the bottoms of the
They're,
socks?
yeah, so
Okay.
we just call them sticky socks. But
Okay.
yeah, they're just basically have the little rubber pieces on the bottom. So
Okay.
you don't.
Well, very good.
Yeah.
All right. So Jenny, thanks for stopping by today and sitting with us and letting people know that whatever or wherever they are in their journey, their health journey, you're going to help them get to the next level. You've walked the walk, you talk the talk, and so people need to come and be part of Pure Barre, and you will help them figure out what their next chapter looks like. And I will be there as long as my wife has anything to say about it, right alongside the union community as we support Pure Barre. So everybody, this is the Good Neighbor Podcast. So I will always say to all of you, until you see me again, everybody, be good to your neighbor. So long, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast Union. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpunion.com. That's gnpunion.com, or call us at 859-651-8330.